Hi, it's Jim with Scraptastic Yarns, and it's been a busy week. I'm getting ready for a craft fair on Wednesday, so I've been busy doing some things for it. I'm not going to show you all those items. You would have noticed the picture at the very beginning that I've used as my caption that has gnomes. I've been making gnomes for this craft fair. If they sell, fine. If they don't, fine. You know, be one of those things. Finished objects. This is the afghan for Betty Shantz, and it is folded in half. And it wound up being 6 squares by 6 squares. So what's that? 36 squares total. And I just finished it off with a plain basic crochet border around it. Used the continuous join method with the granny, and it's done. So it's ready to give back to the family. I will be contacting her later today to see when she wants to meet up for that, and so that she can get it to the kids. I say kids, they're my age, you know, but still, they're Betty's kids. But anyway, that is finished, and I'm glad to have that off. But I did start another project with the Prayer Shawl Ministry, and I don't know why the ladies don't like working with it. I mean, it's larger yarn. The projects go pretty fast. But we received quite a few of the Yarnspiration blanket yarn and these two colors. So I have started an afghan. Just a little basic afghan. And I'll be using these two together so that I can make some little afghans. These afghans, there is a group home in a town near us that it's for girls who are having some issues, either legally or mentally or whatever, with families. So they're placed here to get their lives back on track. And quite a few of these girls will probably go into foster care or foster group homes permanently after they finish their stay at this facility. But quite often there are girls that are left there for Christmas, and they have no family that comes to pick them up, either because family has walked away from them, or they were taken away from their family, or there's this one young girl that both her parents passed away, so she will be going to a group facility, group home. So for Christmas, we are giving them some lapgans so that they know that someone cares about them. And it's a great facility. I have a friend who has a daughter there due to some legal issues and drug use, that kind of thing. And it's a great facility for getting their lives back on track. So, yeah, I've started that. Like I said, I've been working for this, doing some things for this craft fair. You know, basically just crocheting some scrubbies. I do one where I crochet a cotton yarn and a scrubby yarn together that can make sponges, but these are also great for exfoliating. So I will be selling those, and as well as some small makeup remover cloths that they can take if they want. I'm also making some kitchen angels out of towels, so I've got to finish those up. Got to get their ribbons and all that kind of stuff on them, but I will show you a picture of that at a later date. But that's where I'm at right now, and there's not a whole lot to today's podcast, just because I've been busy as all get out. had to go buy some plants for the landscaping, and when I got there, they didn't have anything that I really liked. They had a lot of yellow bells for Cynthia, which we always called them yellow bells, but I don't really care for Cynthia because, you know, when I was in trouble with Nana, I had to go get a switch, and that was a for Cynthia switch, and so just don't care for him because of that. Not that I was a big problem child, but occasionally, you know, I showed my rear end, so I had to get a switch once or twice, but that's about it. And I really don't care for boxwood, so boxwood was out and they had a ton of that. Did get some arborvitae, a couple of bushes like that, and some cherry bush, which is kind of a purplish reddish tone, and it'll grow ground cover. So I did get some of that, and a couple of azaleas, 3 different colors of azaleas. They had no rhododendrons. I was looking for holly. They had one Prince holly, and I don't care for the Prince holly, so I'll be ordering American holly later on in the year to put up there once we have things going a little bit more. And then in the spring I'll get a dogwood and oak tree and that kind of stuff and add those in. But that's basically where we're at. They poured the footers yesterday. I haven't been up since, so I need to go up. I do know that this week they're looking at doing the rough plumbing parts once that is set a little, you know, just bringing those things in so that they're ready to start putting that in. And I think the guesstimate was in about 10 days they would start framing the house up. So yeah, it's coming along. Getting a little excited. Alright, are you ready for a little water incarnation then? Let's move on. Herd of loose goats approaches deputy's vehicle in Michigan. Sheriff's deputy in Michigan faced an unusual situation while out on patrol when his car was approached by a herd of goats. The Bay County Sheriff's Office said Deputy Art Kleinert was on patrol in Pinconning Township on Thursday when he saw a group of about 10 goats approaching the rear of his patrol vehicle. He had some rope in his car and he noticed all the goats were following the biggest one. So he got out and put the rope around that one's neck and led him on. He used that makeshift leash and the rest followed him as he approached local residents, and he was able to find the animals' owners and return them home. In British Columbia, they found there was a humpback whale that was dragging a buoy. So that critter did get those things rescued off of him. Marine rescuers in British Columbia assisted a humpback whale spotted dragging a yellow buoy. The Department of Fisheries and Oceans said its marine mammal response team was dispatched to the northern section of the Strait of Georgia near the Powell River in British Columbia on a report of a humpback whale seen dragging the buoy. The team had tried to locate the whale after initial reports but was unable to locate the whale previously the day earlier. But they did locate the whale and determined the buoy was part of some kind of abandoned prawn fishing gear. It was connected to about 300 feet of polystyrene rope, which was entangled in the whale's mouth. They did find that it was a little bit difficult and complicated because there were 2 other whales that were swimming with the humpback, but they were able to remove the gear and send the whale on its way. And I'm sure the other 2 were, you know, trying to help the other whale. Who knows? Dump truck box gets wedged between highway and overpass. And you know, sometimes you kind of wonder how they get that way. Really bizarre. Highway police in Ontario said a dump truck's box became lodged underneath the highway overpass when the vehicle attempted to drive under the bridge with the box raised. Why would you have the box raised? Anyway, there was a video to Twitter showing the box wedged between the road and a pedestrian overpass on Highway 401 in Mississauga. I think that's how you pronounce it. Driver was not injured in the crash. However, they found that the engineers who examined the overpass were sent out to examine it to assess if there was any damage caused by the truck, and so far we have no idea if there was any damage that was actually done. Mystery object removed from the next to New Brunswick Highway. You know, you have to wonder where these strange items come from sometimes, but it's a rather interesting picture of it. Transportation officials in New Brunswick said a large metal object was removed from where it was found next to a highway, but no one knows what it is or where it came from. The metal object, which appears to be some sort of storage tank, was found on the side of Highway 7 between St. John and Oromocto near Base Gauge Town. The New Brunswick Department of Transportation said the object was hauled away this week. At this point, it really is a mystery, the department spokeswoman Alicia Bartlett told CBC News. Obviously, would like to find out what happened, too. Wouldn't we all? Security officials said the object was in place for about a month, but Canadian Forces spokesperson Jamie Donovan said the object is not believed to be military property. He said officials are investigating. AIM Recycling Atlantic, St. John's metal recycling plant, said it is not aware of any large metal items being lost on their way to their plant. Another mysterious hollow object was previously found washed up on Playlinda Beach in Brevard County, Florida. In that case, the officials said the metal object may have been an old ballast tank from a ship. But this one's rather interesting looking. So, I'm curious what it is. Now this next one, there is video of it, so it's rather interesting. Owl mistaken for Wicked Witch on a broomstick after stealing a child's toy. In what was dubbed one of the best nature photographs ever taken, an owl has been captured taking to the sky with an unusual companion, a child's stick horse. Eric Lynn was at his parents' home in Eureka, Illinois when he captured the now viral pictures of the great horned owl. The pictures have delighted the internet as the bird flew through the sky, giving off a distinctly seasonal silhouette, looking a little like someone flying through the sky on a broomstick. Perfect for Halloween. Lynn told Newsweek, "My mom received a call from one of the neighbors telling her to look outside in the backyard at our pine tree. They had spotted the owl as it flew into the tree initially, but couldn't tell what it was carrying at first. We quickly spotted the owl and could immediately recognize that it was carrying a stick horse." Why the bird decided to befriend the inanimate object is unclear, but playing with objects is sometimes a behavior seen in all kinds of birds. There are several reported cases of juvenile red-tailed hawks playing with inanimate objects like rocks and sticks, stalking them, dropping them, and pouncing in what is thought to be similar to a hunting practice. Other viewers have suggested that the owl may have been drawn to the stick horse because its head is in similar size and texture to a small rodent such as a rabbit, something that would be the perfect prey for the great horned owl. Lynn shared the video and pictures on Facebook on October the 14th, where it received thousands of reactions and comments. In the post he wrote, "Hilldale, Forest Park, Ridge Lane neighbors, if your child is missing their stick horse, you'll have to talk to the owl." Reposted across the internet, the unusual pictures have left many in stitches. One Facebook user joked, "Al Jr. doesn't quite understand Quidditch." While another commenter wrote, "All it needs is the Wicked Witch of the West music." "This is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time," said another reply to the unusual pictures. "We were shocked and very surprised," said Lind. "I posted it because it brought a good laugh and a smile to my family, so I thought others would enjoy it too. It has been great to read the comments by others who said it made them laugh or made their day." The Halloween-friendly pictures have been reshared across the internet, taking off on Twitter as well, where internet users said, "The owl and his stick horse made my day." "Al now owns the stick horse. I don't make the rules." "Owls are my favorite animals," said another Twitter user. "They are such weirdos." So the owl has a new toy, a new friend. Hopefully he'll keep at it and have some fun with it. That's it. It's a short one again today. Again, we're going to go into the devotional. This is a devotional that I found at Ollie's called Amazing Grace. It is done by Broad Street Publishing Company, and it was printed in 2020. Okay, are we ready for it? I know I am. Utterly authentic. Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Mark 10:14 in the New International Version. Jesus loved children. The Bible doesn't have many stories of him with children, but those we do have make it clear he found them to be incredibly special. What was it? Children have a way of just being, without any contrivances. Perhaps it was just this authenticity. Maybe their absolute dependence was what captivated his heart. In what ways do you recognize your need for God? And you know, there are several verses that kind of align to that you have to come in to Jesus as a child does. And what better way? Children accept everything that we tell them as an authentic experience many times. So maybe that's why we need to pay more attention to that. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that you will go out and remember to be kind to one another. You never know what kind of day someone is having, and whether that small act of kindness can turn around their day. Love yourself. Let's love one another. And as always, get out there and see this big, beautiful world we live in, because it is stunning. The fall colors, the sunsets, the rainbows, they've been absolutely beautiful this time of year. All right, see you guys again soon.